I lost battery to my earpiece. So can you go ahead and you do that next one, and I'm going to get a battery, and I will be right back in just a minute.
All right, now we want to bring in the CEO of Fayetteville Public Utilities is standing by right now. Britt Dye is standing by to give us a look at how things are shaping up out there in Fayetteville, to see how they're faring with the roads out there, and how things are shaping up in terms of access to power and things of that nature. Britt, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
So what can you tell us about how you all are managing your operations out there so far? How are the roads looking? Are you having any emergencies right now? Are you in good shape right now as this storm unfolds?
Well, right now, the Fayetteville Public Utilities is in real good shape, and I hope not to jinx us by saying all this, but we haven't had the first power outage at this time. All the men are still here at work. We have closed the main offices down, but all the operations, water, gas, and broadband and electric is still here at the office, getting ready for any type of calls that we may have.
Well, yeah, it sounds like you're in pretty good shape, and I'm sure your residents out there are very, very grateful that you're up and ready to service them should anything go wrong. Tell us about, how far in advance you've been planning for this event. I mean, I know our team, we've been, talking about it all week long. How far in advance have you started, or did you start planning to prepare for this storm?
Well, every week we have a operations meeting, and for anything that we hear that may be coming or down in the future, we already prepare. Our trucks are stocked. We have like for the walks, we go all the way down to getting the salt out for the safety of the employees. But like for this storm right here, we've been planning for this storm from the first day that we heard it could be a possibility. So we go ahead and get everything ready to go.
How is it different for you now in terms of what we experienced last year this time?
Well, last year, when the weather got cold, and that's what they're expecting again for the next week and this weekend, and we make sure that all our trips are set right at our substations to handle additional loads, and we changed out a lot of conductors in the past 2 years as well. Sometimes you find out where you might have a weak spot in your system. We take care of that immediately as soon as we can for the next year to be prepared, and that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, did this impact your budget at all in terms of, the resources you needed to be prepared for this storm?
Yes, ma'am, it hits your budget, but at the same time, every year when we prepare our budget, we go in a lot of detail about what to expect, how we need to upgrade, where the problems are at, because we have a 4-year operational budget of what's needed replacing, and that includes poles, transformers, conductors, tree trimming, all those kinds of things.
Britt, can you hear me?
I can now, yes ma'am.
How are your crews holding up? I mean, they're out there braving the elements, working around the clock, making sure that people are safe and making sure that, resources are available to service people as they need them. How are they holding up right now?
Well, they're doing good. They haven't had anything as far as past a normal work day so far. We did have a crew that came in from Kentucky yesterday, because we've been up in Kentucky helping those people get their power restored. And, when you do things like this from the lineman's perspective, it gets your adrenaline flowing, and I don't believe they can ever get too tired of work.
Yeah, because they're in this because they love what they do, and they love people of their community. Please express our gratitude to them. We are so grateful that they're out there doing what they do to keep everyone safe and prepared to get through this storm. Thank you so much for your time, Britt. Before I let you go, if people do have any issues, concerns, emergencies, what do they need to know in order to reach out to get assistance?
Yes, ma'am. We have 24-hour dispatching 7 days a week. And we have all of our information on social media, our web page. We get on the radio, local radio, and make announcements to let everybody know. But that number is 931-433-1522. And dispatch is here to answer those calls 24/7.
Britt Dye, CEO of the Fayetteville Public Utilities, with us, giving us an update right now. Britt, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.